Chile next month. Queen Elizabeth delivered a speech to Parliament today. She addressed Prime Minister Boris Johnson's controversial Brexit plans, as well as immigration and security. Jonathan Blake from our partners at the BBC reports from London.
Tradition has its place, even at a time of turmoil. The Queen's arrival, part of the spectacle of the state opening of Parliament. Ancient rituals and splendour on show, but this was Westminster preparing for a Queen's speech like no other. MPs summoned to the House of Lords to hear plans put forward by a government with no majority to deliver them. The Prime Minister said this Queen's speech is full of ambition and optimism. Labour has dismissed it as a farce. There were details of 22 bills in total, Brexit first and foremost.
My government's priority has always been to secure the United Kingdom's departure from the European Union on the 31st of October. My government intends to work towards a new partnership with the European Union based on free trade and friendly cooperation.
Beyond Brexit, plans for new immigration laws, infrastructure projects and the National Health Service.
New laws will be taken forward to help implement the National Health Service's long-term plan in England.
Law and order was also a focus, with promises of tougher sentences for some.
My government is committed to addressing violent crime and to strengthening public confidence in the criminal justice system. New sentencing laws will see that the most serious offenders spend longer in custody to reflect better the severity of their crimes.
Transport, infrastructure, the environment also featured, but opposition parties were scathing about the speech's substance and its timing.
Everybody knows this is a sort of sham Queen's speech. This is the government's Queen's speech. This is supposed to be the government's legislative programme, and yet we all know that what the government wants is an election tomorrow and a new government of which they hope they will be the head.
We've got this charade of a Queen's speech, which is going to have a long list of promises that the Prime Minister can't possibly deliver, because the path he is set to go down is one that will make us so much poorer as a country.
If this speech hadn't been read out by Her Majesty the Queen, then you might as well have just said this is a party political broadcast for the Conservative Party. It is a list of things that they think will win them votes in England, very much a domestic policy agenda.
Looking on at the splendour of today's state occasion and hearing the big political promises made, it will be easy to think that these are normal times at Westminster. In reality, they're anything but. The government doesn't have the numbers to push through its plans. There could be a general election within weeks, and uncertainty over Brexit continues. Away from Westminster, but hanging over today's events, the Brexit negotiations in Brussels on a knife edge. For all the ambitious plans set out here, the outcome there will determine the future for this government.